Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my quarantine routine. First off, I want to congratulate everyone out there who's doing something creative. I just think that's really empowering to watch the world around us turn whatever this moment in time is into something creative and beautiful. And I'd like to do the same thing. I love stand up comedy. I discovered it about a year ago. It changed my life. In recent months, I haven't had much time to dedicate to it. I've been really busy with side projects. So now is the absolute perfect time. It's also when a lot of creative ideas have been coming to me, and I just think I should run with that. So anyone who follows me on Instagram would have seen a few ideas I was playing around with, and I've worked on them a bit better, and hopefully I'll be able to put them together properly in this quarantine routine of mine. Um, but for now, I just want to say, Mom, I know you love me. I know you support my choices in life. I just don't really believe that this particular set is for you. So I would ask you to not watch it. And I will respect you and Dad's wishes not to read those love letters when you're both gone. And I would urge you to maybe burn them to take away all temptation. So I'm going to give you a minute to close this off because it's really not for you. Okay. Thanks, Rachel. So now that we're here, a few years ago, a friend and I were in a pub, and he mentioned how I would never know the exhilaration of a danger wank. And back then, he was absolutely bang on. However, I'm currently living in a quarantine situation with a teeny tiny human. He's great, but I can't even go for a tranquility without him running in and looking for my attention. So when the urges come, which, they will, there's no one else around, do I have to call him for it to actually have the danger element involved? Or am I just solely resounding myself on the absolute hope that Peppa stops being interesting and he comes in the midst? Is that the danger element here? And then what if my favourite toys run out of batteries? Is it actually morally okay for me to take away from his happiness in order to rebalance my happiness? I guess happiness being balanced in this equilibrium is of quite a big importance. So maybe it isn't that morally wrong, and I couldn't have foreseen how many batteries I would or would not need, and I still don't really know how often this is going to come up as an issue. So here we are. The next point would obviously be super clean, sanitized hands. But hand sanitizer is a tingly, prickly thing. It doesn't really work in the areas I'm talking about. So if I want that tingly feeling, there are definitely ways I can get it. Most recently, I found out about ginger. But I usually use coconut oil because coconut oil is magic. It's natural and it fixes pretty much everything. Sprinkle that shit everywhere. It's good for you, It's good on your skin, tattoos, everything. Coconut oil all the way. So coconut oil has always worked as a lubricant for me. But now, do I maybe amalgamate coconut oil sanitizer type situation? And if I do that, and I manage to do that in the next few weeks, will I actually be sitting on a gold mine when all this is over? But then, if I work on that and all this is over, will there even be a need for sanitized lube? No, I don't think so. But look, at least I had an idea. I ran with it. The next point. So we're now stuck in this weird situation, and we've all been enjoying Love is Blind, some more than others, like viral sensation. Everyone was talking about it for a while. But my new theory now is that that was actually a government conspiracy in order to prepare us for the times ahead, because we're all going to have to be using Tinder, and we're all going to have to be talking online to people that we're probably never even going to meet. And it's bringing us back to this real old romantic way where guys are just talking to girls for hours on end, and there's not even any kind of release for you poor dudes. And I just feel like maybe bringing back in carrier pigeons might be the way forward, but I'm not even sure that would work. So these romantic times ahead where we're connecting on a mental way and actually getting to know people, that's new. And we're not being able to do it face to face. At least, when you're doing the coffee thing. Oh yeah, I'll meet you for a coffee. Let's exchange WhatsApp. That's cool, but we're not there now. So all the lovebirds that are out there, right? Most of you settled, right? Because you didn't think the apocalypse was coming. So you're now in this mediocre relationship with someone that you were probably just about to dump anyway. Feel ya. Well, not really, because I really enjoy my time with my son on my own, but I have been there in situations where you kind of settle a bit more than you should because you just don't know what's around the corner. Sorry, dudes. All I could say is double wrap, be super safe, because the last thing you want is 13 years from now to be raising quarantine teenagers, right? Because those dudes are going to be something completely wild and unknown to all of us. They literally were created out of love in a time of need, but in a house. So they're going to have like this weird Stockholm syndrome like embedded in them. I'm not really sure what the future holds, but those guys terrify me. It's like, I don't know. Those guys are really scary. And that, dudes, is my first comedy set in 6 months. And I'm going to be honest, it is way more difficult to do in a house on your own. I really enjoy crowd work. I love feeling the vibe of the crowd and having a buzz. It's usually one of my strengths. Doing this on my own in my sitting room has been way more unnerving than imaginable. But anyone who watched this to the end, thank you so much.